Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Rest in peace to Shukri Abdi. She was 12 years old and she drowned in the River Irwell in Bury. But nothing about this story makes any sense. First, I will tell you what the BBC has reported, the very short article about her. A 12-year-old girl is drowned in a river in Greater Manchester. Shukri Abdi was last seen in the river, parts of which are 20 feet deep, 6 metres, off Dunston Road in Bury at 5 to 8 on Thursday. Greater Manchester Police said it was treating what happened as a tragic incident and did not believe there were any suspicious circumstances. Shukri's family, who live in Bury, said she could not swim and playing by the river was out of character. Her uncle, Mustafa Omar, said she was a sweet, innocent child. Her mum is absolutely destroyed. Everything about it is out of character for her. She couldn't swim, so she wouldn't go near the edge. Shukri, from Somalia, was the eldest of 5 children and was new to the country, Mr. Omar said. She attended Broad Oak Sports College. The head teacher, Paul Greenhow, said Shukri was a lovely young girl, always smiling, always wanting to please people and work hard. She had a beautiful personality and was loving and supporting, and so was her family. Then, the only thing the article mentions is police have warned of the dangers of swimming in lakes. But at no point did they delve into the fact that when the journalist went to see her family, and as her uncle said, none of these things added up. One, as far as I'm aware, she would have been in religious dress and swimming outside would have not been culturally appropriate. I've been told that by a Muslim, because in Somalia she wouldn't have necessarily learnt to swim. Big up Abdi TV. Don't believe he's related to her, but he brought this to my attention by sharing the interview, and it is an interview with Shukri Abdi's mother where she raises concerns that her daughter was being bullied at the school. She also says that she went to the school to confront the head teacher about it, and a boy that was bullying her said he did it because everyone else was, and that she wasn't actually friends with these people. The children that she went to this river with, none of them got into the river, none of them was wet, and none of them had any attempt to try and save her. But the mystery still remains as to why. And then what surprises me is, why didn't the papers look into some of the claims her mother made? Her mother said that the school had failed, that the school was in special measures, and I've been in a school that was in special measures and they do anything. They are under a lot of pressure. If the government sees anything going wrong with that school, then the school is done. The head teacher loses their job. And I've been at schools where they've covered up bullying due to that fact. So I thought it was only appropriate that we look up the Broad Oak School Sports College Ofsted report. So I downloaded the PDF and this is where it goes. The overall effectiveness of leadership and management, inadequate. The quality of teaching, learning and assessment, inadequate. The personal development, behaviour and welfare, inadequate. Outcomes for pupils, inadequate. Overall effectiveness at previous inspection was good. Like, this report is just frankly a joke. They've just criticised everything. As you can see, I'm going to take you through 1 or 2 bits here, and I will leave a link for you to download the report yourself to read the whole thing. They say, after the previous inspection, senior leaders and governors were unable to prevent a period of rapidly failing school effectiveness. During the period, pupils' outcomes fell swiftly, and other aspects of the school, including the standards of pupils' behaviour and staff morale, became concerns. A 1-year period of leadership by an acting head teacher finished at the start of the summer term in 2018. Over this time, a number of aspects of the school were successfully stabilised. However, leaders were unable to maintain and prevent the most pressing concern of reversing pupils' failing achievement. They had very terrible SATs results. It's just a bit of a joke at this school, and from what I'm hearing, the bullying is a real thing. There's a slight up special measures at the minute. And another dynamic that I found quite interesting about this school is they say 70% of the pupils that go there are of a migrating nature. So every year there's different children coming to the school, which really does change the dynamics of the school, which I think is something to definitely look into. This river is a very big river and it's strong currents, that's what they're saying. And the fact that a girl that couldn't swim would go anywhere near it just doesn't make sense. And I'm glad that people are showing uproar about this, and when her mother said the journalist didn't actually take any information she said and put it in the paper, why didn't they do that? At the end of the day, if she's got good warranted reasons as to why her daughter wouldn't have been in that river, then that is a good enough reason. If this girl was a white English girl, would her case be treated differently? This is what you have to ask yourself. yourself, because at the end of the day right now, this is a dead 12-year-old girl. None of it makes sense. So I'm going to leave the interview at the end of this video with the subtitles incorporated into it, and I'd love to hear what people's opinions are. And please don't forget to pay respects to Shukri Abdi. Rest in peace, and hopefully we do find out the full story.
أنا وحاهي زمزم عرفت له وحاهي شكر هو يدت.
School kid didn't you say?
School بارب برودم هاي school بارب كيالا.
إمتى سنتك أنت هي إنجليزكا؟
لبس سنة يلي بلد.
ملهاز. شكري وحكو دعي منوشة كتا. بوليس كم يحكوا دهن
بوليس وحول دهن قبل هذا أكسيدنت أودي ماتي وعياري سي الميل عياري سي ماشي إذا كودي ماتي المخوي ما لهن المو لبسوا جار ما لهن مركوا تفرال ووح حق هذا الدكسين أيه وح عدين بوليس كإيش يعني وح حقيقة كهاي ما لهن
مركا حتى sidii arrintii markii dhacday maxaa laga caawiyay maxay ku qabteen
wax laga caawiyay wax la ii qabtay malahan iskuulka waxba ii qabanin oo gabadhayda booliska uu ka soo gaaray oo weligood u dacwoon oo dhaday hooyadan oo ma imaan booliska waxba ii qaban even ninkii witnesska ahaa ee markhaatiga ahaa ee dhihan wuu cabsanaa
how long are uu dacwoonaysay iskuulka
many times aan tagay dhowr mar aan tagay gabadhaan ka dacwooday ilmo kale ka dacwooday ayaga soo qaaday iskuulka keeneen ama gal amal guriga u keeneen u tagaanay gabadheeda ilmaha iiga reeba ama ii hay ana idin soo marayo idin soo qaadanayo maalmo bidinka ma mas'uulka noqo isla galabtay soo qaadanaysa galabtay u tagay aniga ibn wiil Soomaali oo gabadha dhowr mar iga dhibay oo iskuulka ugu tagay oo familkooda ugu tagay oo dhahay gabadha ilmaha dhan aad ku wada cayn anagu waa caynayay oo taas waxa uu sameeyay ilmaha dhan ku sameeyay shalay wuxuu dhahay anaga iga soo dacwootay maxaa u dhahdeen hooyada weligeed ma soo dacwoon wilki guriga lagu reebay hadda iskuulka waa laga reebay
marka hadda maxaa go'aansan tahay wax ku dhacay Shukri
in cadaaladda iyo amniga lagu keenay ay jirto wax la ii qabto
marka booliska waxay dhahayaan Shukri baddi ku dhacday way dabaalaneysay maxaa fikradaada maxay tahay
gabadheedu badna wali ma aadin mana taqaano iskuulkeeda formeedu ii jira islaamka iskuulka dhiganaysay ee ugu jeclayd ugu hortagi jirtay ee kabiir ka ahayd oo ilmo wax macallimiin caawin jirtay oo iyadu macallimad ka ahayd
marka hadda macallimiinta mi ku imaadeen mikuwid
may
iyo warka markii ku weydiiyaan interview ka qaadayna may kugu dhaxaan maxay kugu dhaxaan
booliska
dadka wariyaha
wariyaashu waa duman laakiin warka aniga iga qaadan ma soo deeyaan ma soo deeyaan karaan
iyo markuu Mustafa hadlaayay
aniga Mustafa ma aha aniga warka gurigayga tagay ma iga qaadeen hal eray waxay ka soo daayeen gabadheeda inta maray ayada intee martay taas intaas la arkay koos gabadheeda waa iskuulkaan ay aad aniga iskuul aan ma kala geysanayo iyo high school ayada aad inta si soo radan warku Mustafa way xiran anigana warkayga this way my daughter is got this way ka soo daayeen
okay marka hadda internetka kan gelinayna petition la buuxiyay waa ku sheegay saxaxda 3 qof meelaha saxay iyo jimcaha wala banaan baxa maxay kula tahay
صح ay la quman tahay
wax kale aaragtay in sheegtay dadkan oo lacag ku ururiyay